Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Judge Rupi. You're here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there's probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause just means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status remains with you through each stage of these proceedings unless it's changed by the state attorney's office if they can prove the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, then I will appoint the public defender's office for you this morning. You have the right to make a phone call to let friends, family, or counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call. Your bond has already been set pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. What I'm going to do today is determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You have the right to remain silent, so you have the right not to say anything about the facts of your case. If you do say anything about the facts of your case, that will be recorded and written down by the state attorney's office, and that could be used against you in the prosecution of your case. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. All right, put your hands down. May I have Anna Bryant, please? Good morning. Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
10-4-6-6.
All right. You are here today for a retail theft and resisting a merchant. Your bond amounts total $3,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. I see that you have a pending case right now for a felony petty theft, possession of marijuana, possession of medicinal drug without a prescription. There's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you were out on bond on those cases. So I'm going to revoke your bond on the 2019 CF 2095. You have a court date set on that on December 31st in front of Judge Merritt. That will remain the same. And this case is a felony petty theft will be set on the same date, December 31st, 2019. And someone from the public defender's office will come out to see you soon, okay?
Okay, I have a question.
Yes,
when the bond's revoked, you're not allowed to bond no more?
Yes, ma'am. That's what that means.
Okay, when will I be able to bond?
You have to talk to Judge Merritt about that on December 31st. He'll talk to you about that. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Carmela Polanca? Can I have your date of birth?
6/21/1990.
Okay. You are here today for possession of methamphetamine, 2 counts of prescription of a legend drug without a prescription, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Your bond amounts are currently about $4,000. I found probable cause for your arrest on all of these. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. I see they have a pending case right now in front of Judge Merritt for possession of controlled substance, possession of marijuana, and possession of paraphernalia. And that's also set for December 30th.
I wasn't aware of that, ma'am.
Okay. You understand that you're on PTI for those things?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, that's your open case. Because you are returned from PTI, meaning you violated your PTI, so now that's considered an open case.
Oh, okay. She never told me that I had a court date or anything.
Okay, yep. It's set for a court date on December 30th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Merritt. And then, what is this? We need to confirm her date of birth. Is the date of birth different on something?
On one of the cases, we have 91.
Okay. Is your date of birth is 1990, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll confirm that it's 1990, not 1991. Okay. All right, so I'm going to recommit you on the 2019 CF 1417. I'm going to hold you in custody on that case. With regard to the pending charges, I'm going to keep the bonds the same because you're still entitled to a bond on those cases. So they're $2,500, $500, and $1,000. Appoint the public defender's office. See you back to court on December 30th in front of Judge Merritt with your other case, okay?
So what does that mean? Does that mean I can bond or I cannot?
Cannot. You're in jail until December 30th, okay? Brandy Cruz. Can I have your date of birth?
8/8/1979.
You were here today for some failure to appear cases out of Pinellas County. It looks like there's 6 counts of various drug charges that you failed to appear on. The total bond on all of those 6 counts is $62,578. So we're going to keep that amount the same. We're going to get you over to Pinellas County within the next 3 to 5 days. When you get there, you can ask for a court date, you can ask for a lawyer, and you can ask for a bond reduction, okay? If for some reason they don't come get you in the next 5 days, the folks at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Brittany Teeter. Can I have your date of birth?
9/22/90.
You were here today for possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and possession of a new legend drug without a prescription. There's 2 counts of those. Your total bond is $4,000. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. Any type of prior records then?
I'm uttering forged bills, Your Honor. Adjudication in 2018. It looked like a state prison sentence was imposed. And a possession of controlled substance adjudication in 17. Adjudication for another charge of possession of controlled substance in 17. A dealing traffic stolen property adjudication in 15, where it looks like state prison was imposed, as well as a defrauding a pawnbroker. A false owner info pawn items less than $300 adjudication in 15, and a petty theft adjudication in 2015. A petty theft adjudication in 14, dealing traffic stolen property adjudication in 11. Another history, Your Honor.
Okay. I have an address here on Celia Avenue in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
No, it's on Landover.
Okay, what's the number?
2785 Landover Boulevard, Spring Hill, Florida 34608.
How long have you lived there?
At that residence for about 7-8 years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, ma'am.
Okay. When was your last release from DOC, the last time you were released?
October.
October of 2019? Yes?
Yes.
Are you still on parole?
No, I was on parole.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bonds at $4,000, $2,000, and $1,000. We'll see you back to court on January 7th at 9 a.m. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Danielle Mara. I have your date of birth.
10/4/71.
I have you here for a petty theft. You're supposed to be in court on September 13th, and we didn't see you, so they arrested you on the failure to appear for that. Is there any way she can resolve that petty theft today?
She can resolve it with 10 days jail.
Okay. If you want to resolve it today, we will resolve it with 10 days in jail. You want to take care of it today? You'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in.
I also have there's also a probation offer on here if she would rather have a probation offer as well, Your Honor.
Okay. What do you want to do, ma'am?
I thought I had bond set so I could get out after that night.
Okay. Listen, you have a bond set, but that doesn't take care of the case. You still have to resolve the case. So we're giving you the opportunity to take care of the case today. You can choose to do the 10 days jail, which means you get credit for the 2 days that you have in. And I don't know, were you initially arrested on this petty theft?
No.
Okay, you were just given a citation?
Yes.
Okay, so you only have the 2 days in, so you would only have to do 8 days of jail and then you're done. Or you can go on probation. If you go on probation, you're going to have to do community service, pay fines and court costs, do the shoplifters course, and go that route. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll do the 10 days.
Okay. All right. Do you understand that by taking care of this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yep.
You giving up your right
Yes.
to confront the witnesses against you, giving up your right to call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Would you like to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
No, actually, can I change that? Because I can go through all that course and pay whatever fines I have to pay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. You want to do probation?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Do you understand that by taking this plea today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes.
With regard to this petty theft of 2018 MM1184, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
I'll accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, place you on,
It's a first degree.
Place you on 12 months probation. As a condition of probation, you need to pay your fines and court costs, $550. Is there any restitution? Do we know of anyone in reserve?
No, Your Honor, there's no restitution.
Okay. You need to take the shoplifters course, and you need to do 30 hours of community service, or you can buy that out at $10 an hour. You can automatically early terminate from probation after you've completed those conditions, and you need to report to probation by tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
James Anderson.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
February 19th, 1972.
You were here today for a grand theft. I found probable cause for your arrest, and it's based on a warrant signed by Judge Eineman on December 2nd. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office.
Yes, Your Honor. A paraphernalia adjudication in 2019. A adjudication in 18 for possession of controlled substance. Adjudication in 17 for paraphernalia. Adjudication and paraphernalia in 2016. And controlled substance in 16, which was adjudication withheld. And a 16 adjudication of possession of harmful new legend drug without prescription. And it looks like everything was about jail, mostly.
Okay. I have an address for you on Spruce Street in Weekiwachi. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
A month.
Okay. Where'd you live before that?
9023 Gibraltar Street.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you
Well,
do?
I did have a job. I haven't worked in about 3 weeks.
What kind of work do you do?
Construction.
All right. Your bond is going to be set at $4,000. We're going to see you back on January 7th at 9 a.m., okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Daryl Bogle. Can I have your date of birth?
Oh, 8/30/99.
All right, you were here today for a violation of probation out of Lake County. So there's probable cause for your arrest. And we're going to hold you no bond on that until we get you to Lake County, okay? They're going to come get you sometime in the next couple of days and bring you up there. When you get up there, you can ask for a public defender, ask for a court date, and ask to reduce that bond or try to take care of your case that day, okay?
That's all.
All right, thank you. Michael Galdorsi.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
5/2/79.
Okay. You are here today for a trespass charge. I do see you have some open cases. You have a domestic battery by strangulation. 2019 CF 2035 open right now in front of Judge Toner. All right. You want to try to take care of this trespass case today?
Sure.
Okay. If you want to take care of it today, it's going to be 20 days jail.
No, I'm not gonna take care of it today.
Okay, that's fine. All right, you're entitled to a bond on this trespass case. I'm going to keep the bond at $500. I'm going to recommit you on the 2019 CX 2035 because there's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you were out on bond. And we're going to see you back to court on this trespass case on January 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay, I'm confused. So I'm still being held on the no bond for the other case.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did you want the public defender to represent you, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. Someone will come out to talk to you about it soon.
Can I explain that
Okay.
situation to you?
You can have him come back another day after you have time to explain it to him. Sean Squisher. Can I have your date of birth?
9/1886.
You're here today for 2 counts of possession of legend drug without a prescription. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Like the public defender's office. Any priors?
Yes, Your Honor, a 2012 adjudication for written threats to kill or do bodily injury, and an adjudication in 2012 for petty theft.
All right. I have an address for you on Rio Circle in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there, sir?
6 years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Self-employed.
All right. What kind of work do you do?
Landscaping.
All right. All right. I'm going to ROR you on these cases, but you need to come back to court on January 8th at 9 a.m. If you're not,
Yes, ma'am.
if you're not in court on January 8th, there's going to be a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. See you back on January 8th. Cody Vandeline. Can I have your date of birth?
5/27/1983.
You are here today for possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and 2 counts of possession of a legend drug without a prescription. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of those. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, I do.
I'll appoint the
Can I
public
say
defender's-
something at some point?
No, sir. State.
A trespass adjudication in 2019 in August. Jail sentence was imposed, and an adjudication in 2018 for a petty theft, 2nd degree, 3rd or subsequent offense. He does have some out-of-state history. He was convicted of burglary in 2002. He also has a adjudication for another charge of burglary in 2004. And in 2012, there's a guilty charge to another theft charge.
Okay. All right, Cody, I have an address for Rio Circle in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's where I'm going to continue to live. I have another one in off of Sylvia, and I was released before. I've only been in Florida for a year and a half.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a pipe fitter, non-union pipe welding pipe fitter. But I came down here to work at Crystal River at the power plant. Followed a woman in the spring. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I just don't have any family down here, and I've never caught a drug charge in my entire life. I mean, obviously I've caught charges before, but I've never caught a drug charge. I was inside my house that got raided.
All right.
And I got
Don't
charged.
Stop talking about the facts of your case. Your bond set at $2,000 each count. We'll see you back to court January 7th. John Mara.
So what's my bond?
Well, 2,000 times 4 is 8,000. John Mara. Have your date of birth.
1/5/71.
a couple things going on, Mr. Marr. The first one is that you have a failure to appear in front of me on September 13th as well for a petty theft. And you also have a felony domestic battery by strangulation and a domestic battery for your new charges. So with regard to the felony battery by strangulation and the domestic battery, I found probable cause for each of those. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. I need to order that you have no contact with Danielle Marr. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No text messaging, social media, or technological contact whatsoever. And she's in custody with you today, right?
Yes.
All right. So after you leave that room today, I understand you're both in the same room together, but after you leave that room today, you cannot go anywhere near her. If you see her out somewhere, you have to turn around and go the other way. And that's if you're able to get out on these cases. So there's going to be absolutely no contact. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to set your bond on these cases at $5,000 each. I see that you have the open charge on 2018 MM1182. I'm going to RCO you on that one, and we're going to see you back to court on January 8th on that one. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. And the other one has a court date of January 7th at 9 o'clock. So someone from the Public Defender's Office will be out to see you soon. Okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Nicholas Piscodia?
Yes.
Can I have your date of birth?
7/24/60.
You are here today for possession of fentanyl, possession of methamphetamine with intent to sell, possession of paraphernalia, sale of heroin, sale of Suboxone, possession with intent to sell heroin, possession with intent to sell Suboxone, possession of a structure for the purpose of sale of narcotics, and possession of paraphernalia. Found probable cause for each of those 9 charges. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, I do.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office in each of your cases. State any prior record.
Give false ID to law enforcement adjudication in 2016 and a exposure of sexual organs adjudication in 2016. Adjudication in 15 for a grand theft. A jail sentence was imposed. And a paraphernalia adjudication in 2013, as well as a DUI adjudication in 2013. He is a multi-source offender and has out-of-state history as well. And most of it, he's a convicted felon out of state from 2010 for forgery and larceny, and a 2012 adjudication for a theft as well. No other history, Your Honor.
Okay. You have that same address at Rio Circle. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How long have you been there?
10 years, 12 years.
Do you have a job?
No, I don't have a disability.
Should we do this guy? January 7th.
Okay.
And you got a PD.
All right. For the agency case number ending in 39471, those bonds are going to remain the same. That's $26,000. For the report 39876, those are going to be set at $4,000, $10,000, and $2,000. It's going to be a total bond of about $42,000. And we're going to see you back in court on January 7th at 9 o'clock in the morning for all of these cases, okay?
Very good.
Thank you. Change of plea on a Wendy Cotter. All right, do you have a case number, Mr. Shaw, or was it provided one?
18,
I have some.
3898? Thank you. Ms. Cotter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the public defender added you on today's docket because they said you wanted to take care of your case today. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
She was in felony VOP for 6 months. Also think you got some jail time in Pasco, didn't you? 10 months out of Pasco?
Yeah, I got 10 months out of Pasco.
Okay.
My release date is April 6th.
Okay. We're asking for, she's on VOP for domestic battery. We're asking for a time served sentence.
Okay, what's the time, sir?
81.
81?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, you want to take care of your case here today for this battery for the 81 days that you have in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, sir.
That's okay. Do you understand that by taking this plea today that you're giving up the right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up the right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to this battery charge in 2018 MM3898, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Okay, accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence for 81 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 81 days that you have in. Oh, it's a statute. So, So, you have the cost of prosecution and the public defender fee will be assessed against you on this. And I'll accept your plea of no contest as an admission to the violation of probation, okay? And that's your plea.
Okay.
All right.
Does that mean that I get to go back to Pasco County now?
I am not sure where you will be released to. It's up to the jail.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Anything else to put on the record?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.